fans. Today we're going to be talking about two Red Sox power hitters, Chavis and Dalbec. In 2019, Michael Chavis got the second base job, basically out of necessity. I think he did a pretty good job. He's making pretty nice slick plays here, but really, it was the offense that set him apart. 19, he had 95 games with 382 plate appearances, 10 doubles, 88 hits, 18 home runs. Sounds pretty good, but when you factor in that he struck out 33% of the time, and then his OBP was down at 322 because he was walking at an 8% clip. That's basically a league average player. Fast forward to 2020, and he did not look as good. In 42 games, he had 31 hits, 5 doubles, and 5 home runs, with a 259 OBP. That's just dreadful. Striking out 31.7% of the time.
Second base, another RBI for Chavis.
His batting average in balls in play was 280, compared to the year before that, 347. So the balls in 19, the balls he was hitting had better results. Whereas last year, he maybe hit into some more double plays, hit the ball on the ground harder.
Oh man, did he crush this one down the line, but is it fair or foul? That's deep, deep, deep and gone! Oh, he hit that one.
So far this spring, 48 at-bats, OBP up at 354, slugging 750, with 6 home runs. Now we gotta remember that Michael Chavis is competing for a roster spot right now. He has contract options left to be sent down to AAA, whereas the people in front of him, such as Marwin, Kike, Santana, eventually when he comes, Danny Santana, and even Dalbec, who's ahead of him. But the first 3 don't have options. They can't be sent down to AAA without going through waivers first. Dalbec can be sent down, but he's also tearing the cover off the ball, if you didn't know. So, he's in a pinch here. He either has to make this... He's going to be sent down to AAA a lot this year, and I hope he doesn't take it the wrong way. I hope that Cora is able to convey to him, like, look, it's just how the business is going right now. Kids get sent down and taken back up all the time. He's got to improve the launch angle. 11% is just not... If he's hitting balls on the ground, he's just not going to work out. He's got to be hitting lots of balls in the air for his power. Just some of my thoughts on Michael Chavis. Now let's talk about Dalbec.
Got a man at second in Plawecki.
Bobby Dalbec, for the foreseeable future, will be the first baseman in 2021. Last year he got a little taste of the bigs, playing 25 games, 8 homers, 16 RBIs, with a 359 OBP. Whew, that sounds like my type of play. Oh. He struck out 42% of the time. 42%. That's a lot. For reference, Joey Gallo, the slugger for the Texas Rangers, who's numerously hit 44-plus home runs, also in his rookie campaign struck out 46% of the time, hitting 6 home runs in 36 games. So that's pretty good. Both former third base prospects moved to a different position. So I can see where they draw the comparison of Bobby Dalbec and Joey Gallo. I think he's got the potential to be a Joey Gallo-esque power hitter, for sure. Well, yeah. So far in spring, he's got a 400 OBP, slugging .821, 6 homers in 45 plate appearances. That's ridiculous. And I understand, yeah, it's spring training, and he might not be facing the best people, but that's still a pretty good tear he's been on. However, he does have 16 strikeouts, which means he has more strikeouts than he does hits. I'll let you decide that. If he can prove that he's not going to strike out 40% of the time, I think he can stick in the league. But it's going to be tough for him. He's going to have a BABIP above 350 to be productive, I think. He's going to have to really put balls in play if he's not going to walk, and he's not going to, you know? Projection systems have Dalbec leading the league in strikeouts in 21, which is likely. I think he's going to get the whole year to play with Alex Cora as the manager. He's going to play the entire year. Chavis, I think, is going to be up and down due to the other utility men on this roster. If we didn't have all these extra utility men, I think Chavis would be on the roster. He makes some pretty good plays at first. He could pick it. I just really like his play. First injury that happens in the infield, I think that it's either Chavis or Arauz. Mr. Jonathan Arauz has also been very good lately. I do believe that the bottom of the roster will be sent back and forth with some of the top roster guys in Worcester. If you don't know, the new AAA affiliate in Worcester, the Woo Sox will be opening up. Not in Pawtucket anymore, which is pretty cool. So I think we've got a big year for Dalbec, and this is the year that Chavis has got to prove it. He's got to prove it this year. And I think he does. I think he's a solid player. I think he could steal some more bases with Alex Cora as the manager. Stay tuned for some more updates here on Sox in the City. We're going to go over some pitching next time. So make sure you subscribe, turn that bell notification on, all you Red Sox fans, so you don't miss any shows here on Sox in the City. If you like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Let your parents know. Let your grandma know that there's this new thing called YouTube where you can watch shows. It's awesome.
He's a little odd.
Thanks, guys.
So